Hello, dear viewers. My name is Octavian Bădescu. I am an investor and real estate strategist, sharing my experience as an investor in Phuket and presenting also the project that I like and where I have invested. And now we have the honor to discuss with the founder, Robert Hodge. We will discuss also with Mr. Andy Burge, which is taking care of the sales in mainly in Zero Naiyang project. So the Zero company has two projects, one in Bangtao. I have invested in Bangtao, and Zero Naiyang. We are now in Naiyang at the sales office of Zero Naiyang. So we would like to have a small discussion about real estate in general in Phuket, in Thailand, in the worldwide context, and also about the opportunity of investing, what type of investment, in which pitches, and of course about the advantages of Zero Naiyang project. How do you see the influence of the worldwide context, and I'm referring especially in the problems of Middle East, if they impacted the demand here, or do you think it will have an impact? I think Phuket is number one destination in the world.
We obviously agree with you because we've transitioned from London. Well, our last Zero project was finished in 2022, and we've now transitioned to Phuket. So this is where we've chosen as well as being the next worldwide destination. As you say, prices are going up all over the world, but Phuket is still relatively cheap, or good value, I should say.
Yeah, it's still fantastic value. I think it's the main thing, and I think that more and more people are now going to come here because its growth each year it is around 10% plus anyway in people coming in. But I think that's going to step up to a huge degree because of, as you mentioned, because of Dubai. I know that in Europe, lots of people looked at Dubai as a safe haven, which unfortunately at the moment it isn't. So I see a real medium to long-term gain coming from that alone, because it's a safe haven for us here. It's a peaceful country, and with the conflict that's gone on in the Middle East, obviously a lot of people seek peace, tranquility, and I think that's the thing for me of Naiyang here as an area, in that it is peaceful, a peaceful area of Phuket.
Yeah.
Phuket offers you everything, and for anybody that's, particularly someone that's European that has high standards, you can come to Phuket and you can get anything. Thailand's a beautiful country, but in some parts of it, you can't get all the stuff you can get here, all the infrastructure, all the different restaurants, all the different hospitals, the different international schools. It's all so focused here, so you can still live the best bits that you enjoyed before, but you've got the Thailand lifestyle, the Thailand pricing.
You haven't mentioned the island lifestyle, the beaches.
Yeah, well, that's just it's true. I mean,
main one.
Yeah, it's the thing that I've fell in love with here. In that within 10 minutes of being picked up at the airport, I was sitting on the beach. I'd ordered beer and I had food. It's just amazing, that you're just that, and yet you can't hear the airplanes. So that's, I admit to being a little biased. I love the area of Naiyang, but Phuket as a whole offers you anything that you could want. Be it beautiful beaches, be it beautiful marinas, the ability to go on a boat and see so many different islands.
So you are here since 3 years, right?
Yes.
And Robert?
5 years.
5 years. What made you come here? And how did you came the idea to start building?
Okay, I've been coming here for 15 years now. My son's lived here for 15 years, daughter-in-law, now 2 grandchildren. So I came to semi-retire, and I got to know Alex from Pulse Real Estate, and it became a good friend of mine, and I've obviously discussed what I'd done in London, and he looked at the website and looked at the project, and he said, "Wow," he said, "You've got to bring that to Phuket." He said that would be an amazing project here. Nobody's doing zero carbon sustainable project.
So, how do you feel this trend about the low season? Is getting crowded, or it's
getting crowded, but it's certainly
Picking
picked up in the past 5 years. I think people realise it isn't really as a low season as everyone thinks. I mean, the weather's constantly 30 degrees every day.
It's some of the people I met advertise it as a green season, but I think that's correct. It's a green season.
Yeah, we get a bit more rain, and that's really about it. It's a great time to be here because it isn't as crowded.
And I think people are starting to realise that, because we're kind of used to rain in the UK.
Oh,
And when you have rain in the UK, it can rain for days or weeks. And here we have rain, and it might bucket down for half an hour. And then 20 minutes later, the road is steaming hot, but the rain's gone. And, you know, we've got lovely weather again here. Even if you get caught on a motorbike and you get wet, 10 minutes later, you're dry again. It's just, you know, the weather is such and so beautiful with it. So, and I think that time of year as well is now being, a lot of people are filling it up. So it's no longer a quiet season, because you have different people that come at that time of year, like digital nomads that come to rent bike for a month or something like this, because it's low season, so the prices are cheaper.
Strategically, because we're thinking about strategy. Before I visited all over the world, in a way. I've been in United States, in Europe, in many countries in Europe, in the north, in Norway, in Spain, in Italy, everywhere. I've been also in Africa, a little bit in Central America, in Latin America. So I kind of saw the world. So if you are thinking strategically, practically Thailand, it is the center of the world. Because half of the world population, is living only 5 hours flight distance.
Yeah.
And that's strategically very important for real estate investments and for tourism. So from this perspective, if you are looking at the top of the whole world, we can say that Southeast Asia is the central London of London.
Phuket is the
and then Thailand, it's the central London of Southeast Asia. And the best location, and Phuket being the most developed in Thailand and more close to European style and Western style, it's practically the central London of Thailand. And then if you narrow even more, that's why I started to invest in Bangtao, because I consider Bangtao as the central London of Phuket. And then I narrow in your building and I choose some units that I consider that are central London of your building. This is how an investor should think, and this is how we are advising all the time. When we see a project, I already look about few apartments, so I focus on this. So if I speak with people, I tell him, what do you want? Like this, okay, I have something for you, but the specific I don't discuss with people, come and choose, because we already made this process of analyzing and choosing. So, if you are thinking that, for example, Bangtao region is the central London of Phuket, but taking in consideration all these layers, we may say that Bangtao is the central London of the world.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, if you can still buy with 3,000, 4,500 euro per square meter, including common spaces, including furniture, and you can still buy in the central London of the whole world, so you can say that we are still with the prices at very affordable. In stock exchange, people used to say prices tend to go to fundamentals.
Yep.
Always the prices tend to go to fundamentals. What are the fundamentals? Fundamental analysis, the profit and loss, the fundamental of the companies, revenues, not high. So okay, prices go up and down in circles, but ultimately they tend to go to the fundamentals. So the fundamentals in Phuket are stronger than the actual level of prices,
Absolutely. Yeah.
which you can reach because yet not all the land is filled, and yet you have access to I would say cheap labor force. It cannot be cheaper than this, and it cannot be more land than this.
Yeah, there's a limited amount of land, and there's a limited, and you know, when we have the number of people that are ever expanding, and all the bits that we've discussed that are still going, the fundamentals are that the prices have just got to go up.
More and more people will start to think and discover this. They will want to come here and they will want to stay. So now it's time to secure your spot in the central London of the world.
As I say, the low season is getting busier. Not crazy, but it's
Yeah.
definitely getting busier. People are realising this. So I think it's a good opportunity, as you say, right now.
You have practically two projects, right? Zero Bangtao and Zero Naiyang. Most probably you choose Bangtao from the same reason that I choose. Why you choose Bangtao and not Rawai? Or, you know, there are about 30 beaches, I think, in Phuket.
Well, the Bangtao is, as you say,
It's the epicenter, isn't it?
Mayfair or Knightsbridge,
Yeah.
for a better word, of Phuket. I really think that. A lot going on there. But, great infrastructure, great restaurants, great beach clubs. It depends what you want though. Some people love that. They love that busy environment. Naiyang's different. Naiyang's it's quieter, more beachy vibe, I would say, or family vibe.
And closer to the airport.
Closer to the airport, 10 minutes away, but not on the flight path, so it's ideal for the airport. Yeah, horses for courses, as
Yeah.
they say. Some people love Bangtao, some people love Naiyang.
And seeing how Bangtao is now, I visited Bangtao maybe 3 years ago, and look at it 3 years ago and look at it now, and it's almost unbelievable how the things have changed. I mean, it was still a vibey area, but it was kind of a quieter area, and the kind of like Naiyang is now a little bit. And
The speed of change is marvelous.
yeah, it just, you know, looking at what's been achieved in that period of time is just incredible.
I was also surprised 1 year ago when I came here. On a land was nothing, was just green grass, and now all the buildings are almost finishing, and the projects will be delivered for the whole area. So that's impossible to see like this at least in Romania. I don't know about, I think in UK.
We chose Bangtao for our first project, but we also think that Naiyang is the next up and coming area. And we're already seeing that. I mean, since we've only been here 6 months now, actually, in the sales office, and the amount of things that are going on is crazy.
So people who are thinking to diversify their investments, because this is what we advise every time, to diversify, not go only on the biggest yield and so on. So I think putting money also in Southeast Asia, it's an insurance in a way. You can sue it.
95% of our clients are investors, but they also want something that's going to be nice to live in, and that's one of our main things about the Zero, is that when we build it, we want something that we're proud of, that we've actually.
It's lifestyle investment.
I'm going to spend a lot of time at both of the places, so I walk in there, I want to be thought, wow, this is something that we're really proud of. And exactly the same as the London development. I mean, if anyone wanted to ever go to the London development, they'll see exactly the same standards there that we're going to do here.
I mean, that's Wimbledon in southwest London. It's a very, select area, but the Zero there stands out around everything because it's just to a completely different standard, and that's what I wanted to bring here as well. It is, just even a picture looking at the SW20 there and seeing it, you'll get the impression of just how it just elevated the whole area.
Mm-hmm. And that's a landmark, be like a landmark.
And that's what we want to do here as well. We didn't want to do the same as a lot of other developers have done. We tried to make something that's really special, obviously in terms of its footprint, in terms of its waste, in terms of
the amount of units to the amount of space. We're not We've only 5 stories here, and it's a very boutique style residence.
Yeah.
That's in Naiyang. Naiyang is very close to the beach. It's 300 meters.
Yeah.
Or
Just between 300 and 350. But what we say though is that we say that we build value, not space. There's lots of people that build space, and you'll see that, on a plot of land you can see as many as possible have been squeezed on there, and it's very tight, it's very claustrophobic. With our buildings, we've tried to have a lot of social space there, to have space around it, and to have, as Robert said, a boutique feel to it, so that it's somewhere that you'd really like to live, rather than somewhere that it's just you have the box on the end.
you can, around 100,000, you can get a place in the center of the world. 3 kilometers from the airport, 300 meters from the beach, in the center of the world, you can get a place, we can secure a place starting with.
That's why I think it's great value at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's why I can't see that, when the rest of the world starts coming as well and sees the value, particularly the people that come from Dubai and see the value of that, they're going to come over and think it's almost 2 or 3 for 1 in terms of what they can buy compared to what they had there, and they're buying it just by a beach in a select area, not in a high rise next to another high rise next to another high rise next to another.
And we saw, we all know Dubai. It's
Yes.
concrete and steel and glass in the middle of the desert,
Fantastic place, but I wouldn't put it.
with a lot of heat for many months in a year, 50 degrees. So it's
One of our investors, I thought he described it really well the other day. He said that Phuket is Dubai 30 years ago.
but in terms of investment, Dubai 30 years ago.
Yeah.
But the fundamentals here are completely different. Practically, you all around the year, you never have less than 24 degrees and never more than 32.
Yes, it's comfortable temperature, which is the
The
thing that-
whole year,
Oh, yeah.
never less than 24.
It's really a low season. You spend the whole year here, and I don't feel like it's a low season at all.
Yeah.
It's such a thing here. That's something that I noticed a lot. Like yourself, I travelled an awful lot in the sort of 5 years previous to here. I was travelling all over America, Europe, and Asia. Do you know, when I set off on that from the UK, in my mind, I'd probably live in the Philippines because I like the beach life, I like the island life. But I just kept on coming back to Thailand because of everything you've mentioned, the infrastructure and everything is there. So I've got just the best of all worlds. And to be able to be like here and be right next to a beautiful beach that I can walk further than I can manage, you can walk for miles and miles and miles any day of the week. It's just, beautiful, and still have all those Western facilities, all that infrastructure, and more of it coming. Here, for instance, there's, sort of a new port de Phuket. It's a quiet, seaside town, but there's select infrastructure coming that's going to make such a difference, so that you'll have, even more restaurants, but sort of more choice from the Western perspective as well. I love it now, but I can only see it getting better, better and better. And then, to me, as we said, I think the price is stronger and stronger because, when people realise the value of it, I mean, we've been saying it for years.
So practically, when you analyze, there are very interesting places, and but Phuket is number 1. That's why I decided to focus on this and to invest and to tell other people as well from my experience. Practically, I don't present just any properties on the website caseasia.ro. It's houses, Asian houses in translation, but it's in Romanian, caseasia.ro. We put only properties where I have invested or where I would invest if I would have more financial resources. So there you will never see more than 20 projects. 2-3 villa projects, few condominiums project, different type of condominiums already pre-selected. So as we are coming to the end of our discussion, can you emphasize because you know your projects better than anyone else. The biggest competitive advantages for the Zero Bangtao project compared with others, and the Zero Naiyang project compared with others. What do you think are the strongest points of each project?
The first thing I'm going to do is quality is the biggest thing. We've got a lot of plus points, but quality is a huge one.
We encourage everyone to visit our show gallery because
it's a different league.
Yeah, exactly. It's all very well us saying that, but we really like people to come
and see us and let us prove it.
Yeah,
because you know, when we compare ourselves and when we go out, we compare to properties that are much more expensive than us. And I think that when you come and see the quality of what we have, then you realise the value that you have with us. We don't claim to be the cheapest, but we are most definitely the best value. And you only need to come and see us for that to be proven. And see the quality of the build, the quality of the fittings, and everything that we have on it. It's just in a league apart in the price range that we are. Apart from that, you have obviously all the eco-friendly, which obviously helps drastically with bills, perhaps up to 30%, but also it's going to set it apart when you come to selling. The fact that they're just, both of them are boutique type, they're not just the maximum put on there.
How much is practically the administrative cost if you own an apartment? How much is per square meter? 50 or something like that?
80 baht per square meter.
80 per square meter.
That's about
less than £2 in my language.
Yeah, €2 per square meter.
It's on the higher side.
Yeah.
We've been to so many developments that you pay a smaller fee, and they are just not. The upkeep's terrible.
And that's the main thing. When you've got a building as good and as pretty, as beautiful as we've got, you want the upkeep there. On my travels, I've visited so many places that are 2 or 3 years old.
One of the other things I'd like to mention is that we were predicting 11% ROI, which is really high. People coming in.
What do you mean? How much, if I have a 1-bedroom apartment, what is the rent that I would get as average, yearly average?
11% of the money you spend, you're going to get as a return each year. That's what we call return.
That's what we're predicting. People coming in and saying, "Oh, you can predict anything. It's very." So at the moment, we're doing a promotion where we're where we're guaranteeing 10%. That's how confident we are.
So the developer is predicting 10, 11. Even with 7, 8, in a worst case scenario, the returns are better than in Europe.
But if you're quick and you get the 10% guarantee, there's no such thing. There's no chance of it being 10 because it's there. So you've got 10% plus.
No, I mean, for me, I bought a unit in October, and I think I just tested the waters, and I'm getting 7, 8 for my unit that it's already built. Let's say.
You come here, you enjoy, whatever you enjoy, whether it be a few weeks or a few months of the year here, and you have something that's returning phenomenal money for you, and you have your own place to come and visit when you like to visit.
And if you go to retire, it will be a nice place to stay.
Superb. And we even have an app with ourselves, so that, if you happen to be sitting, let's say you're in the UK and you say it's miles away, you bought a place here and you decide, do you know what, there's a real cheap flight next week, and I'll just check my apartment's free next week. It isn't now, I booked it. I booked the flight, I'm on my way. What is that for a lifestyle to be able to do it if you're still in the UK, to be able to do that?
If you would build, let's presume, if you would put your building in Bangtao, in London, in the center of London, right? Because we are talking about Bangtao, how much would cost, how much you would sell? What would be the price of selling considering the cost and so on?
They'd probably be £1 million each or so in central London at least, I would have thought.
Would be 8 times.
And you're living in London rather than living by the beach.
Yes.
And you're living in London's weather rather than our weather. And you're living in the land of smiles rather than... Yeah, okay.
I would say if I put your building in Bucharest, which is much cheaper as... I would say you would pay more in Bucharest.
Yes.
Oh.
You would pay double.
Yeah.
Roughly, you would pay double in Bucharest which is the cheapest place in Europe.
Which backs up what you were saying earlier about the value of what it is now, which you obviously believe because you've invested all your own money.
Yeah.
So, you know, it just backs up the value really, and the growth potential that's there.
So I hope that this discussion clarified more why we came here and also raised the credibility, because we are discussing with the developers and with the main representative of developers. They are presenting their projects and they are presenting their objective opinion, because first they also took the risk by investing here, by deciding, by buying a land. So the first who took the risk is the developer, then is the person who put money in the project. So I hope that this discussion was good, food for thought, so-called. So thank you very much. Don't forget, on caseasia.ro you will find all the projects that are worth to invest in Phuket. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.